Good day, greetings students. I am very happy to meet you all again in grade 12 business studies. We have completed our part 1 principles and functions of management. What are the various things that we have studied through our part 1? Part 1 la நம்ம என்னெல்லாம் படிச்சோம் அப்படின்னா, so our grade 12 business studies is divided into two parts. Part 1 and part 2. So in part 1 we spoke about the nature and significance of management, the meaning, definitions of management was discussed. So a business or a management அப்படினா அது எப்படிலாம் இருக்கணும்ங்கிறது we referred in this subject, in this chapter. We discussed the characteristics and all those things, the importance of management. We discussed that management is not only for profit organizations, it works out even for non-profit organizations. Profit organizations மட்டும் இல்லாம non-profit organizations க்கு நம்ம எதை யூஸ் பண்றோம்? We are using management. Then we spoke about principles of management. We discussed about principles of management. In this we spoke about scientific management. So management is an art as well as science. It's a combination of both. So அப்படிங்கிறப்போ scientific management was given by Taylor, F.W. Taylor, Frederick Winslow Taylor. What were his principles that he gave? இதெல்லாமே நம்ம discuss பண்ணோம். Then Fayol, Henry Fayol has given us around 14 different principles which we need to follow for a good management, like unity of command, unity of direction, division of work, remuneration, equity. 14 principles which are followed even today. அது இன்னைக்கு கூட நம்மளால ஃபாலோ பண்ண முடியுது. இன்னைக்கு கூட அது எல்லாமே அப்ளிகபிளா இருக்கு. Some organizations apply it a lot whereas some do not. சில ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ஸ்ல அந்த 14 பிரின்சிபல்ஸ்லயும் அப்ளை பண்ணுறதுக்கான பாசிபிலிட்டி இருக்கு, whereas some they don't have the possibility of having all the 14. அந்த 14மே பண்ணுறதுக்கு பாசிபிள் இல்லாமல் இருக்கலாம். Okay, but at least few of it will be applicable. And then we have discussed about business environment. We spoke about what? We spoke about business environment. What is the meaning of business environment? Business environment is anything and everything that is out of the organization. ஆர்கனைசேஷனுக்கு வெளியில் இருக்கிற என்ன ஒரு விஷயமா இருந்தாலும் அது பிஸ்னஸ்க்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா அதை தான் நம்ம என்னென்னு சொல்கிறோம்? Business environment. What can be the dimensions of this business environment? You might have social environment, technological environment. Okay, you have social environment, technological environment, legal environment, economic environment and political environment. So in the 5 dimensions of environment, how it affects the business organization and all the other policies related to business inradhu nama previous session or business environment பத்தி discuss பண்ணறப்போ we studied all those things. Alright, we also spoke about the new industrial policy 1991. அதுல நம்ம என்ன பார்த்தோம்? We spoke about liberalization, privatization and globalization. Alright, and then from then we started discussing about the managerial functions. The first step was planning. The basic step is planning. Planning tells you what is done and what should be done. What should be done and how it should be done. அதுதான் வந்து planning ஓட ஒரு important criteria. Then we have discussed the process of planning and all the other things. Then we had organizing. We discussed about organizing process. We spoke about the organization structure, what is the need of it, everything we discussed in chapter number 5. We moved on to discuss about the principal assets of any organization. எவ்வளோ assets, movable, immovable asset இருந்தாலும் ஒரு நல்ல ஆர்கனைசேஷன் எதை அவங்களோட பிரின்சிபல் அசட்டாக கன்சிடர் பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படின்னா they would be considering staff, human resources as their principal asset. So in staffing, principal asset, which is principal asset we discussed children, human resources. அதுதான் வந்து ஒரு important resource. That is the competent and committed skilled workforce is what we require for achieving our goals and plans. Clear? Then we have planning, organizing, staffing. After staffing, we spoke about directing, where we have discussed about the elements. We spoke about leadership, supervision, communication. Okay, we spoke about these directing elements. Elements of direction நம்ம என்னெல்லாம் பார்த்தோம்? Motivation, supervision, leadership, communication. ஒரு நல்ல டைரக்டிங் இருக்குது அப்படின்னா அங்கே இந்த 4 எலிமெண்ட்ஸும் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்னு நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் we moved on to talk about controlling. What did we discuss about? Controlling. Right? What was controlling about? Everything should have a control over it. The way it's performed. Okay? எல்லாமே பிளான் படி தான் போகுதா? Is every plan or every performance matching with the plans we have made? Is the overall performance of the organization satisfactory or is it not satisfactory? All these things are called controlling. So we have discussed these 5 managerial functions in detail and we have discussed the process of each. ஒவ்வொன்றத்தோட ப்ராசஸையும் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். And what was common about it? All these are continuous process. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, even management itself is a continuous process. எதுவுமே it's not a one time work. It's a continuous process because one plan is over, you go to the next plan. Okay, you keep moving on. Alright, understood? Part 2. Now we are going to enter part 2. This part 2, we are going to talk about business, finance, and marketing. What are we doing? Business, finance and marketing. That's what we are going to do. What is that business, finance and marketing? What does that mean abdina? You know the managerial functions now. You are going to start your own business. How would you raise money for the business? How would you finance your proposition? How would you expand your business? இதெல்லாம் எங்க நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம்? We are going to talk about it in part 2. So what are the chapters you have? So 8th chapter is over there. Your 9th chapter is going to be financial management. What are the various things that you are going to discuss in financial management? What is meant by business finance? Why do you need finance? How do you manage finance? What are the objectives of it? What is meant by budgeting? How you can use budgets here? How to frame budgets? Enna nama controlling the sales budget, cost budget, ellame paathom. How to frame this? How do you make financial decisions? How do you make investment decisions? What is meant by financial planning? What is dividend? All this, fixed and working capital, all of these are called as your financial management. எப்படி நம்ம கம்பெனியில் இருக்கிற கேபிட்டல் ரிக்குவயர்மெண்ட்ஸை மீட் பண்ண போகிறோன்னு நம்ம பார்க்குறது தான் ஃபினான்ஷியல் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட். The next chapter would be financial markets. So it's about stock exchange and all those things. So what is the concept of financial market? What is meant by money market, capital market, okay, stock exchange? How do you do this? Shares, how do you sell shares? இதெல்லாமே நம்ம financial marketல discuss பண்ண போகிறோம். So how do you raise finance? You need some market for that. That's called financial market. Your next chapter will be marketing. What is meant by market? What is meant by marketing? Okay, what is the difference between marketing and selling? And what are the functions of marketing? The role of marketing, types of channels of distribution. This 11th chapter is a long chapter, a very interesting chapter and a detailed chapter, and we are going to see that soon in detail. And finally we are going to discuss about consumer protection. Consumer protection means we should not exploit our consumers. Okay, what are the essential things that you need to focus on your consumers is there, no? So what is the importance of consumer protection? What is the legal backup it has? So இப்போ வந்து நம்ம consumers exploit பண்றோம் அப்படினு தெரிஞ்சிச்சுன்னா they have a consumer court, right? They can file a case against us. They can cancel, the court can cancel our license. So அது FSI number na enna, FSSAI number na enna, what are the adulterated products about, இதெல்லாமே நம்ம 12th chapterல discuss பண்ண போறோம். Now actually what we are going to do here is we are going to change the order that we are going to do it. We are first going to do marketing. First getting into this chapter, marketing, because many of you I know are going to do a project in marketing. Nariya per marketing project edukringa. So I want you to know what is marketing and what are your expectations on a market, so that you can do your project in a very good manner. So we are going to go to 11th chapter. After finishing 11th, we'll finish 12th and then come back to 9th and 10th, because these two means finance. Okay, this two together and this two continuously we should go. In a marketing base la nam consumer protection varum. So this two we'll be seeing first, and at last we'll be going to chapter number 9 and 10. And marketing is such an important chapter. I want you to listen very carefully, understand it, compare it with the text. Lots of extra points are going to be given, so I want you to discuss that properly. Okay, so if at all you have doubts, you get any clarifications you need, Please feel free to reach me out and get your doubts clarified at the earliest. Don't delay it. It's very, very important to do what you're doing. So what are we going to do, children? We are moving on to chapter number 11. Marketing. What is the meaning of marketing? What is a market? What is the difference between marketing and selling? Production ku sale ku namku difference theriyum. Marketing nalu selling nalu onnudana? That we are going to discuss. We are going to talk about the functions of marketing. Why do we have a separate department, or why do we give so much importance to marketing? Marketing management ne onnu thaniya irukku. Why are we giving so much of importance to this? Is what you are going to understand from this particular chapter. Okay? So I would like to first go with the boxed content, whatever they have given to you. Let's start from there. Now our life is filled with products. நம்ம மார்னிங் எழுந்ததுல இருந்து நைட் தூங்க போகிற வரைக்கும் நமக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட், ஏதோ ஒரு பொருள் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கோம். As soon as you wake up, what do? You get into your restroom to brush. So toothpaste, toothbrush, அங்கே யூஸ் பண்ணுற மக்காக இருக்கலாம், ஃப்ளாஸ், okay, the mouthwash you use, then the soap you use, எல்லாமே products. For bathing you use buckets, mugs, water pipe, towel, எல்லா products. From there you get ready, powder, perfume, okay, everything, your watch, earrings, all your gadgets, எல்லாமே products. Okay, come to kitchen. Right from salt it is a product. அது நம்ம வாங்க தானே செய்கிறோம். Nothing has been manufactured by us. We are buying anything. We have bought everything. நம்மளோட சின்ன சின்ன விஷயம், சால்ட்டுக்கு போடுற ஸ்பூன் கூட நம்ம அது ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் தான். We have bought it from somewhere else. Right, children? ஃபுட்டுக்கு நம்ம தேவையான திங்ஸ் வாங்குறோம், அது செய்யறதுக்கான கேஸ் ஸ்டவ், ஃப்ரிட்ஜ், காடுக்கு வைக்கிற கேம்ஃபர், கற்பூரம், கேம்ஃபர், that is also a product. Candle, product. Okay, even the book, the holy books have become products. ஏன்னா அதையும் நம்ம வாங்கத்தான் செய்கிறோம். Nothing has been manufactured by us. From morning till night you just take a list of various products you use. அங்கேருந்து சரி டிஃபன் சாப்பிட்றீங்க, plates, okay, water, you're drinking water, tumblers, bottles, you're going out, bikes, scooty, cycle, everything is a product. Okay, again you are using your mobile phone, product, book, product. Everything has become a product or a service. பஸ்ஸில் ட்ராவல் பண்ணுறீங்க, ஷேர் ஆட்டோவில் ட்ராவல் பண்ணுறீங்க, service. When I mean product, product includes both. Products include both. It can be goods or services. Brush பண்ணுறதுக்கு நமக்கு வாட்டர் வேணும், அந்த வாட்டர் எங்கேருந்து வருது? It's a service. You need power, current, it's a service. All these things are called services. Goods and services are called together as products. Why do you need these products? எதுக்காக இது நமக்கு வேணும்? You have bought everything, எல்லாம் வாங்கி வச்சிருக்கோம், எதுக்காக வேணும்? These products you require to satisfy your needs and wants. For what you need these goods and services? To satisfy your needs or wants. What do we mean by needs and wants? ரெண்டுமே ஒண்ணுதானா? Is there a difference between needs and wants? Are they both same? Are they same? No, they are not. Needs are basic needs. You can't survive without them. இது எல்லாருக்குமே காமனா தான் இருக்கு. Okay, எனக்கு மார்னிங் எழுந்ததும் வாட்டர் வேணும். So you can call water as a basic need. Okay, you may need power nowadays. You need food. So அதெல்லாமே basic needs ஆயிடும். Okay, for some people, from some aged people or people who have different medical condition, they need their medicines. அவங்களால அந்த மெடிசன் இல்லாமல் சர்வைவ் பண்ண முடியாது. Okay, that also will become their basic need. So something you need to survive, basic survivalக்கு தேவைப்படுற விஷயம் is called need for survival. But what does a want? It's not it's a desire. It's not needed for survival. இது இல்லாமல் என்னால் இருக்க முடியாதுன்னு கிடையாது. தண்ணி இல்லாமல் yes, I can't live without drinking water. Some people they need medicines. People need food. அந்த ஃபுட்டை நான் கேஸில் தான் சமைப்பேன், எனக்கு சிலிண்டர் கண்டிப்பாக வேணும்னு நினைக்கிறது கேன் பிகம் அ வாண்ட். ஏன்னா என்னால் அப்படியும் சமைக்க முடியும். இல்லாட்டினா ஐ கேன் கோ ஃபார் எலக்ட்ரிக் stove or I can go for raw vegetables, bread, அது மாதிரி என்னால் சாப்பிட முடியும். Or I can go to a hotel and eat. So I have options for my wants. இது இல்லாமல் சர்வைவல் கிடையாது அப்படிங்கிற பாயிண்ட் கிடையாது. Okay, you can survive without your desire, but needs are not like that. I want to get to school. Okay, so I definitely want to go by a cycle. Cycle இல்லாமல் நான் ஸ்கூலுக்கு போக மாட்டேங்கிறது இட்ஸ் அ வாண்ட். ஓகே, பட் என்னோட கால் இல்லாமல் என்னால் போகவே முடியாதுங்கிறது என்னோட நீட். இஃப் ஐ ஆம் நாட் ஃபீலிங் வெல், I can't go to the school. Even if I have a wonderful cycle, bike or a car, என்னை எப்படி கூட்டிகிட்டு போனாலும் if I am not physically fit, if I am not healthy, I cannot go to school. Can you understand the difference between need and want? So need is required, must. Want is not must. அது இல்லாமல் இருக்க முடியாது, இருந்தால் நல்லா தான் இருக்கும். Alright, so if I have a cycle, I want to go to school, I am fit, I can either go by a cycle. Cycle இருந்தால் தான் ஸ்கூலுக்கு போக முடியும்னு கிடையாது. Cycle இல்லைனாலும் my father can drop me, or I can come by school bus, I can come with my friend, somehow I can reach the school. Okay, so that is a difference between needs and wants. And products or the goods and services that you need, that you use to satisfy your needs and wants. சில products needs satisfy பண்ணும், சில products wants satisfy பண்ணும். You need a basic phone to communicate. யார்கிட்டயானும் பேசுறதுக்கு, or for an emergency you need some phone. பட் வாண்ட்டுங்கிறது ஐ வாண்ட் ஒன்லி தட் பர்டிகுலர் பிராண்ட், எனக்கு அந்த பர்டிகுலர் மாடலில் தான் இருக்கணும், அதில் கேமரா இருக்கணும், இது இருக்கணும், அது இருக்கணும் சொல்லுறது இட்ஸ் வாண்ட். ஓகே, see, imagine you are going on the road and you see an accident. You want to call an ambulance. You need to call an ambulance. At that time, which phone would you require? ஏதோ ஒரு ஃபோன். there is no particularity there. பட்டன் ஃபோன், நார்மல் ஃபோன், பிசிஓ, எதில் இருந்தாலும் ஆம்புலன்ஸ் கூப்பிடணும். ஸோ தேட் பிகம்ஸ் அ நீட் தேர். அந்த இடத்துக்கு தேவையானது, அங்கே ஒரு டாக்டர் இருந்தால் யாரோ ஒரு டாக்டர், ஜென்ரல் டாக்டர், எனக்கு ஸ்பெஷலிஸ்ட் தான் வேணும்னு கிடையாது. when you go for emergency, ஏதோ ஒரு டாக்டர், there it becomes a need. Okay, that same thing first aid முடிஞ்சு I want to see a specialist அப்படின்னா that's my want. Get the difference between need and want? Need is something you require very much, it's a must, whereas want is not like that. Want you can do without it for some time. இன்னைக்கு சைக்கிள் வாங்கலன்னா நாளைக்கு வாங்கிக்கலாம், okay, but need isn't like that. Clear, children? That's the use of products. Okay, now let's see what is given in your book. Where do companies do their business? In markets or in the society? It's an undisputed fact that a company's survival does not depend upon its consumers alone, but a diverse set of stakeholders like the government, religious leaders, social activists, NGOs, media, etc. How? Consumers are going to buy the products. Every government, NGOs, social activists, religious leaders, what are they going to do here? How are they going to affect the business? Yes, they can affect the business because if the product is considered to be harmful to people, social activists stand against it. The government lays down a lot of changes in the products. It gives a lot of norms. So, if a government or vishayam pannakudadu, when they give you like in a legal environment, it affects the product. Now we saw lots of strikes and all, right? When we had this methane and all those things, social activists got down into the scene and they all initiated it. Adha start pannanga. Adhe madri da little earlier or 5-6 years munadi a famous chocolate brand was sued. Case irunduchu adu mela that there were worms inside those particular chocolates. யாரோ வாங்கின சாக்லேட் பிரிக்கிறப்போ அந்த சாக்லேட்டில் அவங்களுக்கு என்ன கிடச்சிது? worms இருந்துச்சு, பூச்சி இருந்துச்சு, புழு இருந்துச்சு. So that person sued that and government undertook that factory. அவங்க ஃபேக்ட்ரி எடுத்து they verified, they checked everything, they gave lots of, they levied fines, நிறைய கரெக்ஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்தாங்க. ஸோ ஒரு ப்ராடக்டோட success or failure, the sales of the product does not depend only the consumers, it depends also on the other things around the consumers. Okay, earning the satisfaction of these segments are also important. Consumer ku pudichirukkuங்கிறதுக்காக you cannot keep doing it. For example, baby products எடுத்துக்கலாம். Babies like that taste. Okay, babies like that taste, they always want to buy that only. அந்த கடைக்கு போனாலே they'll have a certain thing, அது தான் வாங்கணும். பேபி டாய்ஸ் இருக்குது, அது தான் வாங்கணும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. பட் அதுக்காக அது ஹார்ம்ஃபுல்லான கெமிக்கல்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ண முடியுமா? நோ. பேரண்ட்ஸ் வில் பி வெரி கேர்ஃபுல் that it does not affect their children. So consumers will be of different kinds. Consumers மட்டும் satisfy பண்ணா பத்தாது, it should satisfy others also. If I am a patient, I would like to drink only tonic, that too sweet tonic. எனக்கு வந்து கசப்பா வேண்டாம், I want only sweet tonic அப்படின்னா, if that will cure my illness, then fine. If it will not cure my illness, my parents will not be happy, the doctor will not be happy, nobody will be happy. So என்ன மட்டும் satisfy பண்ணாம, it should satisfy the other sectors, the other kind of people who belong to the business environment. Clear? The social concern adds to the strength of the brand. When we know that, you know, there was this advertisement, masala company advertisement, where they showed that they have equipped, they have employed physically challenged people. அவங்க வந்து physically challenged peopleக்கு அவங்கள தான் வேலைக்கு வச்சிருக்காங்கன்னு சொல்லுறது. It shows that they are creating a social responsibility. அவங்களுக்கு social responsibility இருக்குங்கிறப்போ what we think, we should help them pa, we should definitely help them அப்படிங்கிறது it's a motivation for us to buy that particular brand. Alright, in Procter and Gamble, if you see certain products, they will say that every 1 rupee of your purchase, okay, every 1 rupee of your purchase will be donated to that particular organization. இல்ல childrenக்கு donate பண்றோம், so buy more அப்படிங்கறப்போ நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? If you want, you have that intention to donate, but you can't donate a large sum அப்படிங்கிறப்போ இதுலேருந்து வாங்கினா 1 rupee தானே, சேம் MRP only I am going to pay, but they are going to donate 1 rupee. It will help. That social responsibility that the companies have will become a popularity for the brand. அப்போ நம்ம அந்த brand வாங்க ஆரம்பிப்போமா? So it will be an added advantage to the organization as well as the brand. Clear? So the issues that contribute to making society a pleasant place to live in the long run may be grouped under the second category. So first category, what were the first category? Corporates that embraced the deepest social values have been successful in building powerful brand and eventually robust customer relationship. அதாவது robust means very thick. They will not leave certain products. இது தவிர்த்து அவங்க வேறு எதுவுமே வாங்குறதுக்கு ரெடியாகவே இருக்க மாட்டாங்க. ஸோ லைக் தட் லாங் ஸ்டாண்டிங் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ், Woodwards, grape water. ஸோ எப்போவுமே we know that Woodwards only, from when it is there for a long time. If you have seen Vasant & Co advertisement, they would have shown from long time, long backல இருந்து அந்த ஜேர்னி அப்படியே இருக்கும். My family buys only there. ஸோ அந்த ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, that is a robust relationship. ஸோ ஃபேமிலி அவங்களோட full generation, next generation also buys the same product. Okay, that kind of social responsibility they will create and they will show it to their consumers. The area of corporate social justice fall under two broad categories. What do we have? We have the corporate social justice under two different categories. What are those? The issues such as nutrition of children, child care, old age homes, amelioration of hunger, offering aid to those affected by natural calamities, etc., needing instant attention with humanitarian perspective comes under the first category. So இதில் என்னவா இருக்கும், that humanitarian, being human ங்கிற ஒரு perspective வந்துடும். That is, they will show that, or these companies, what they will do is they will be taking care of these children. நம்ம சொன்னோம் இல்லையா, 1 rupee of this will be donated to a child care hospital or to children who need that care. நிறைய NGOs we see in advertisements in TV that give 500 rupees per month, we will be able to take care of a child, மருந்துக்கு வாங்குறதுக்கு செலவுக்கு வேணும், like that they say, no? So that humanitarian concept, whenever there is a natural calamity we give them, so help us do that அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். The issues that contribute to making society a pleasant place to live in the long run may be grouped under the second category. First thing is humanitarian, for helping human beings for immediate attention. Okay, this requires issues that require immediate attention, this for helping the society in long run. ஸோ இப்போ ஒரு பார்க் எடுத்து இல்லாட்டினா ஹைவேஸில் ஒரு செடி நடுறது இல்லை அதை பார்த்துக்கிறது, இட்ஸ் நாட் ஓன்லி ஃபார் அ ஷார்ட் டைம், உடனேக்காக இல்லை, that we are creating trees, we are creating more plants, afforestation பண்றோம், it will be so good, rain வரும், அங்கே இருக்கிற பீப்புளுக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு லைஃபாக இருக்கும், அது அப்படி யோசிக்கிறது இட்ஸ் a second category. Okay, in the first category it needs immediate attention, natural calamities, old age homes பார்த்துக்கிறது, இதெல்லாம் நாளைக்கு இல்லை, for today. Okay, for donating to old age homes or donating blood, அது மாதிரி விஷயங்கள். This is for the society to be in a good place in a long run. Okay, so the issues which come under this category are health awareness and aid, education, environmental protection, women's employment and empowerment. இதெல்லாம் வந்து இன்னைக்கு செஞ்சு இன்னைக்கே நடந்துட்டு போதில்லை. It's going to take us through a long road. Today we are talking about child labor. இருக்கக்கூடாதுன்னு நம்ம சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, we don't employ child laborன்னு கம்பெனி சொல்கிறாங்க. That is not only for the present, it is even for the future. It is even for the future. Understood? So those and all will come in the second category. See, already they have given P&G. Procter and Gamble philosophy is that it should lead the industry in implementing a global environment program. So if a manufacturer and the brand enge irukuna, you can see at back marketed by illatna manufactured by la potrupanga. Maybe in future I'll show you some products with the marketed name, you can even collect it. Okay, Kevin Care la irukum, then you will have P&G, Himalaya, Nestle, Cadbury, all these are some famous companies. So இவங்க Kevin Care பார்த்தோம், Kevin Care, P&G, Himalaya, these are not only certain products, இவங்க நிறைய divisional sectors இருக்காங்க. If you take Kevin Care, you will get cosmetics, you will get food related products, ITC, எல்லாமே. Himalaya, baby products, elder products, medicines, everything is available there. Food products, P&G also like that, Nestle like that. So ivangalla great manufacturers and marketers. Clear? So is one of the P&G is one of the first companies in the world to actively study the influence of consumer products on the environment and introduce concentrated products, recycled plastic bottles and refill packages to the industry. So refill packages yaar kondu vanda? It's brought by P&G. Okay, so this, why do we want these refill packets? Refill packets was introduced by P&G. Why do you need refill packets? For example, the highest thing we are buying now is hand wash or hand sanitizer. So இப்போ hand wash வாங்குறோம் அப்படின்னா ஒரு பெரிய பாட்டில் வாங்கிட்டோம், it will come in a bottle only. So bottle வாங்கியாச்சு, that is 500 ml bottle வாங்கிட்டோம், that 500 ml is over, you need to buy another bottle. So இன்னொரு bottle வாங்குறப்போ this old bottle is waste, you are not going to do anything with the bottle, right? அதை தூக்கி போட்டு அது தேவையில்லாமல், if you are not recycling it properly, it will affect the environment. So if it is a refill packet, what you can do, you can just get a packet, you can pour it in the same bottle and you can reuse that bottle. அந்த பாட்டிலே ஊற்றி நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். Alright, if you see your mother's kitchen, she won't buy provisions in box, in containers, she will be buying it in packets. because she can refill in the same box. அதே பாக்ஸில் திருப்பி திருப்பி கொட்டி வச்சுக்குவாங்க. Okay, those will help the environment. So அதுக்காக தான் refill packets கொண்டு வந்தது. Alright children, P&G contributes to sustainable development and addresses environmental and social issues connected with its product and services. So there is one more thing called recycled bottles. So if you see a bottle, under the bottle there will be a symbol like this. This is a recycled symbol. If you see here, there will be a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that some number will be there. Adu enna number appadina, it's number of recycled times. First time appadina fresh bottle. இந்த மாதிரி symbol இருந்துச்சுன்னா you can recycle it னு அர்த்தம். Okay? Second time, if the number is 2, it has already been recycled னு அர்த்தம். Okay, those changes that will be here. Clear? This is called recycled bottles. So திருப்பி திருப்பி ஃப்ரெஷ்ஷாக பாட்டில்ஸ் எடுத்து அதை ரீசைக்கிள் பண்ணாமல் திருப்பி அதை வேஸ்ட்டாக போட்டு, instead of that what they did, they collected bottles, they recycled, remodeled and used. It will save, it will protect the environment. So P&G Procter & Gamble is a very well-known institution, as an organization that contributes towards the societal development. What I want you to do is, you are going to get to know about any one of these industries and tell me what kind of societal role they are playing. Like P&G, have they introduced something new? Is there something special about these organizations? You are going to let me know very soon. Alright children, so when you are doing your project in marketing, when you study about the company, I want you to take details like this. இந்த மாதிரி அவங்க டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக இன்னோவேட்டிவாக இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணது, what was their milestone, all these things you can study about. Right children, so far we have just gotten to what is part 2 and what is meant by marketing. We did not go into marketing even. We spoke about products, needs, wants, and then we moved on to discuss a lot of general things. This chapter entirely is going to be like this. So இதில் வந்து நம்ம புக்கில் இருக்கிறது மட்டும் தான் படிக்க போகிறோம் கிடையாது. We are going to connect it with the real life situations. We are going to add on a lot of other things also. So this chapter is already a long chapter and still we are going to make it a long journey. It's a wonderful chapter, as I have already said. It's a very important chapter also. So I want you to pay attention towards this. Right children, we are going to see lots of demonstrations, we are going to see lots of products, examples I am going to show you, and you are also going to collect some examples. Alright, so we will meet in the next session to talk about what is a market and what is meant by marketing. Till then, see you in the next session. Thank you, and may you all have a wonderful day today.